So you started here in September.
That's right. Yeah.
How are you finding the course so far, like as a teacher?
Oh, it's brilliant. I really like it. I mean, it's very similar to where I was at Canterbury before, but I mean, it's great it being closer to home, which is one of the main reasons for moving. But I really enjoy the groups of students we've got here at the moment. They're brilliant. Facilities are great, and the whole working environment is really good. Yeah, I'm really enjoying it.
That's all right then. The college claims that going to college is better than sixth form sometimes. Do you believe that is true, or do you think it's slightly true?
Sometimes it all depends on the student, really. I think if there's those particular type of people that's more suited to like the more vocational courses and the more practical and getting involved, learning everything hands-on, which is what this environment offers. And also just the opportunity to be treated more like adults than just children that have gone up another year. And I think that's with some of them, I think they respond to that a lot more and you get a lot more out of them. Sorry.
Many students that I've spoken to say that going to college was one of the best decisions they've ever made. Why do you believe that the courses here at college are more beneficial?
For those particular student types, I'd say, going back to what I said before about, it's that you can get a lot more out of them. Some of them, if they get to do things hands-on, it's just the way they learn, and also treating them like adults does make some of them up their game a bit more, and they start taking more responsibility. And I think a lot of the projects that we have are sort of more geared towards like a more adult environment as well, like the external gigs and the cross departmental performances we have and things we're working on, like the musicals that are coming up and things like that. And I think the students respond to it.
You've got a lot of experience behind you.
A little bit.
Heard. And you're a very talented musician. When you were young, did you plan on teaching or did you plan on being in a band?
I planned on being in the band. I was in the band and still am in the band. But I always did private teaching after been playing a couple of years when I was about 19, 20, and I was always in bands. And it wasn't until I was about 26, so I've been doing a bit of like freelance work, and then one of my friends saw the advert for Canterbury and I just went for the interview. Didn't have any teaching qualifications, but they took me on, trained me up, and I was there 14 years, and it's because of that I've...
you did an interview here, sorry.
Cut that out.
And it's because of that I've been able to end up here.
Cool. Can you explain the course, like in your own words, explain the course as a whole to people that are thinking of applying?
Okay, so the course that I'm responsible for is the Level 3 90 credit diploma. So that's a 1-year course, but it leads on to the 2-year extended diploma, which is like a equivalent of 3 A levels. So it's structured into different subjects. So basically within the music area, but there's lots of different disciplines within it. So, for example, there's music theory, so learning notation, how to read and write music, how chords and scales fit together. We've got music performance, obviously, which is the main part. So there's lots of live band performances, solo performances as well. And we, like I said before, we do a lot of cross departmental projects as well. There's also things like music business to learn the ins and outs of the industry. There's research and music history, but we don't really concentrate much on classical on this course. It's more to do with from time of the blues to modern days, look at popular music basically. And in year 2 you move on to things like improvisation, where you're creating music spontaneously, and in year 1 as well, so you do composing, so you use sequencers on the Mac computers to do that, and then you do arranging in year 2, where you take existing pieces of music and develop them. So it's basically lots of different disciplines. We try and train everyone up to have all the different skills they need to be a freelance musician. That's sort of the general idea, and just put it all together, and hopefully they come out better at the end of it.
Fair enough. With cross departments, what departments do you work the most with?
Mainly with performing arts at the moment, but there's we also with music technology, because we're always sending students up to record at lunchtime, and music tech students come to the the performances, and they do all the live sound and everything. So that's very close. We've got a couple of musicals coming up with Performing Arts in the summer. One of them is Midsummer Night's Dream, a new version of that. So yeah, there'll be a bit going on there. We also have dancers performing some of our live performances as well, so there's a bit of a crossover in that. Yes, those are the main two at the moment. We're going to extend it for more.
Sounds good. Did you attend college yourself?
I went to the Musicians Institute, which was a guitar, bass and drum school in London. It was twinned with the one in Los Angeles, which is still there. It's called GIT. But the London one split from the American one now, so it's just called London Music School. But that was a long time ago. It was 1994. I went there till 95. So I feel so old. So that was, I got an honours diploma in guitar performance and music theory. So I haven't got. I didn't go the degree route. This is more like a practical course. But then I got my level 4 qualification. I did my certificate in education later, so that was in teaching while I was on the job and the other college.
That's pretty cool. Can you explain the facilities that this college has for the music department?
Okay, music department. We have we've got this live room here. So we have lots of performance assessments and performance classes here. We've got what we call the booths, which are the 4 rehearsal rooms with dampened drums, and so everything's a little bit quieter, so don't damage the hearing. They've got some good equipment in there. So those are the main things for the music students, apart from the generic classrooms. But then when we cross over with music technology, we use their sequencing room, which has got 20 Mac computers with software like Logic Pro, Pro Tools, Sibelius, all the music software that you need, and Cubase. And then the studio opposite, which is very nicely decked out. So yes, we've got the main theatre as well, which do a lot of the main performances in. So there's a lot of nice equipment and good facilities, I think.
And we're done.
Thank you.
Thank you.